Welcome live here to Superstar Saturday doubleheader here at New Red Hobbies. Thank you everybody for joining us, who's watching live and who's came here out to race. We're getting on with our program right now. We have 20 entries tonight, or 21 actually to be exact. Up first is going to be the stock buggy, and that's going to be Jim Anderson, Sean O'Hara, Mitch York, and Rich. Drivers from race number 4, Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder. You are my turn marshals. Remember, drivers, worry about the inside cones first before the staging area. Turn marshals. Remember, we are live on YouTube and Facebook. So please share the link. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and put the notifications on. Guys, when you enter the track, make sure you're using the staging area. And before you come, I'll call you guys out one by one so I can get you checked in properly. Then you can do your hot laps. Turn marshals, we do need you out here. All right, can you guys hear me now? All right, my drivers are checked in, waiting for my turn marshals so we can get this show going. All right, 1, 2. All right, let's see. Billy's out there. Waiting for, let's see, Mitch York. I'm sorry, not Mitch York. He's in Billy Easton. Mark Van Neersen's out there waiting for Vince. If one of you guys, Vince or Mark, get that blue bucket down there, please. There you go. All right, looks like we got everybody. All right, here we go, guys. Race number 1 of 4, round number 1 of qualifying. Here we go. Running order is going to be Jim, Sean, Mitch, and Rich. All right, here we go. Jim Anderson. Jim Anderson, you're on the horn in less than 5. Sean O'Hara. Mitch York, and Rich. And we're off. Race number 1, round number 1 of qualifying. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in that race order. And right now it's Rich Sudentes right now in the lead, 19.501. Mitch York, 18.501. Jim Anderson, 18.502. Jim Anderson, 1 second off the second spot. Sean O'Hara, 17.515. And Rich.
4 minutes left.
Last lap around, 16.4. Mitch York, 16.3. Jim Anderson, 19 flat. And Sean O'Hara, 16 flat. And we got 3:45 to go. in this race. Jim Anderson in 3, new fast lap 15-1, now moving up into the second spot. And there's Jim Anderson right now over the tabletop. And we got one crash right here by the line. And that was Rich right there in the yellow. Jim Anderson, now your leader. And Mitch York right there in 3 in that green, orange, and silver. Sean O'Hara in 4 in the all black. We got less than 3 to go. Rich right now, he is down 7 seconds off the leader. Mitch York in 3, 10 seconds off second. Sean O'Hara 1 lap off third. Jim Anderson, 15-3 last lap. Rich, 15-7. Mitch York, 16-5. And Sean O'Hara, 16 flat that time around. And Jim Anderson with a new fast lap of a 14-9 that time. And we got 2:15 on the clock. 2:15 to go.
Two minutes left.
And we got less than 2 to go. Less than 2 to go. Up next is Mod two-wheel drive buggy. Kyle Paquette, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, and James Tate. $1:15 to go. Sean O'Hara with a new fast lap of a 15.5. Then he had a 21.5 to follow. And we're getting closer to the 1 minute mark. Jim Anderson right now still leading us on. 19.5 flat. Rich, 19.510 in the second. Mitch York, 18.514. And Sean O'Hara, 17.505 with 1 to go. Yellow's on, yellow's on. Up next is Mod Buggy, two-wheel drive. Kyle Paquette, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, James Tate. You're up next in 40 seconds. $20 seconds. New fast lap for Sean O'Hara, 15.2 that time around. 5 seconds. And race is over. Time clock's expired. Keep going till I tell you you're done. Sean, you're done. Jim Anderson, you're done. Everybody else, when you cross, you're done. Rich Sedantes takes the win, sets Sterling TQ by 1/10 of a second, 19.508. Jim Anderson also 19.508, and Mitch York 18.513. Sean O'Hara 17.504. Good race, guys.
3 minutes left.
That is it for race number 1. We're now at race 2. Mod two-wheel drive buggy. It is Kyle Paquette, Vince, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, James Tate, and Craig Quinn. Craig Chin, I'm sorry, Quinn.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
There we go. Sit on that. All right, if I can get one volunteer term marshal, please. One volunteer.
Two minutes left.
Can I get a volunteer term marshal, please? One volunteer. All right, I'll call out a volunteer. For this round, I'm going to use James Snyder. James Snyder,
90
I'm going to use you this round. I'll use somebody else next round.
$75 left.
Can you guys hear me out there? All right.
1 minute left.
James Snyder, need you out here, James. Thank you, buddy. Next round, I'll use somebody else. All right, bring him to the back. Yeah, I'm just gonna call out volunteers from now on, guys. So I'll just use your names randomly. I'll pick them in the hat. All right, guys. Running order is Kyle Paquette, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, James Tate, and Craig Chin. All right, here we go. Race number 204, Mod two-wheel drive buggy. Kyle Paquette, you're on the horn in less than 5. Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, James Tate, and Craig Chin. And we are off in Mod two-wheel drive buggy. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in that race order.
Four minutes left.
One down, less than 4 to go. Kyle Paquette, your leader, 21,505. Mark Van Neersen, now your leader, 25,03. Kyle Paquette, 25,07. Craig Chin in the 3. New fast lap, 15.2, 25,08. And Craig Chin in the second now. Kyle Paquette down in the 3, 25,07. James Tate, 25,08. Justin Jones, 19,505. And Vince, 19,515. Justin Jones, new fast lap, 15.3. Craig Chin, new fast lap, 15 flat. Kyle Paquette does have the fastest lap in this race so far of a 14.3 in lap 2. And there's Vince McMahon just crossed the line. Justin Jones just crossed the line. And we're up, getting closer to the 2 down, 3 to go. And there it is, 3 on the clock. Justin Jones, new fast lap, 14.8 in the 3. It is still Mark Van Neersen right now, your leader, 21,514. Craig Chin, 25,08. Justin Jones, 19.5 flat. James Tate, 19,503 in the 4. New fast lap for James Tate, 14.8. Mark Van Neersen, new fast lap, 14.3. And I guess we got one down in the back, and we're clear. So I guess Kyle Paquette is out.
2 minutes left.
And we got less than 2 to go. Mark Van Neersen, last lap, 14-5. Craig Chin, 15-1. Justin Jones, 15 flat. Vince McMahon, 15-3. Vince, 4 seconds off, 3 spot. James Tate, 14-9. And Kyle Paquette out. 1:35 to go. Up next, race 3, independent buggy. That is going to be Robert Netzel, Braden Moore, Steve Downey, Eric Netzel, and Ron Tomlinson. And Craig Chin, new fast lap 14.8. James Tate in the 5, new fast lap 14.5. Kyle Paquette is back out in 14.3. And Justin Jones, new fast lap 14.7 that time around. Vince, new fast lap 14.6. Vince, right now, 3 seconds off third.
1 minute left.
1 to go. Yellow's on. $45 seconds to go. Mark, last lap 15.6. Craig Chin, 14.9. Craig Chin, 4 seconds off the leader. Vince McMahon in the 3, 15-1. Justin Jones, 14-8. James Tate, 14-8. Fifteen seconds.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you done. Mark, you're done. Justin Jones done. Vince, you're done. Craig Chin done. James Tate, and everybody's done. Mark Van Neersen takes the win. Sets the early TQ 25 flat. Craig Chin 25.04. Vince McMahon 25.10. Justin Jones in the 4. James Tate in the 5.
Three minutes left.
All right, race 3. You guys are up.
2 minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. $90 seconds left.
All right, my term marshals, let's see. It is going to be Kyle
75
Paquette,
seconds
Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen. And it looks like we got everybody out there. My drivers are ready.
1 minute left.
All right, race 3 of 4. Here we go. Independent stock. Yeah, I need you back there, Craig. All right, running orders give me Robert Netzel, Braden Moore, Steve Downey, Eric Netzel, Ron Tomlinson. All right, here we go. Robert Netzel, you are on the horn in less than 5. Braden Moore, Steve Downey, Eric Netzel, and Ron. And we are off. Race 3 of 4, round number 1 of qualifying. Once you guys get a couple of laps, I'll go in the race order. And right now, with 3:45 to go, it is right now Robert Netzel, your leader, 19.510. Eric, 18.508. Braden, 18.513. Steve Downey, 17.514. And Ron, 15.518. Robert last lap, 16.3. Eric, 16.5. Braden, 16.3. Steve Downey, 17.2. And Ron, 18.1. $3:15 to go. And Braden Moore right now, 2 seconds off the second spot behind Eric. Eric, new fast lap, 16.1 that time around.
3 minutes left.
3 on the clock, 3 to go, 3 to go. Robert, 19.514. Eric, 18.504 pace. Braden Moore, 18.509. Steve Downey, 17.517 pace. And Ron, 13.503. 2:30 to go. And we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. Robert Netzel still leading us on. 15.5, last lap, 19.509 pace. Eric, 18.505. Braden, 18.513. Steve Downey, 17.517. And Ron, 13.502. And up next is race 4, the last race of round number 1 of qualifying. That's going to be Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder, and Jason Hall. And right now, Braden Moore now down into 3, and right now he's 1/10 of a second off the second spot. Him and Eric right there battling for that second spot. Braden Moore now back up into 2. And right now, we're coming up to the 1-minute mark.
1 minute left.
1 to go, guys. 1 to go. Yellow is on. We're going to have to get some volunteers for the staging area, guys. Thirty seconds on the clock. Robert, last lap, 5:15.6. Braden, 16.8. Eric, 16 flat. That's your 3. And up next is the open four-wheel drive. Mod four-wheel drive. You guys are up next in 5 seconds.
The race is
And
over.
race is over. Keep going until I tell you are done. Eric, you're done. Robert, you're done. Ron, you're done. Braden, you're done. Everybody's done. Robert Netzel takes the win, sets the early TQ 19-5-11. Braden 18-5-11. Eric 17-5 flat. And Ron in 5-4, and that's it.
Three minutes left.
All right, we got 3 is in the books, and now it's race number 4.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, let's see.
1 minute left.
I need a volunteer
45
term marshal,
seconds
guys.
left.
Need a volunteer, please. All right, let me. Thank you.
30 seconds left.
Yes, please.
$15 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
All right, let's bring him out to the back.
Less
Let's get
than
him
5
checked
seconds.
in. All right, he's waiting for Billy to check it in. All right, running order is Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder, Jason Hall. All right. What are you looking for? What? Oh. All right. Guys, if you see opinion gear on the track anywhere, just give it to Steve. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 4. Mod four-wheel drive buggy. Billy Easton, you're on the horn in less than 5. Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder, and Jason Hall. And we're off. Race 4 of 4. Last race of round number 1 of qualifying. And right now, it's Billy Easton, your leader, 22.504. Last lap, 13.6. Vince McMahon, 21.506. Last lap, 14.4. Jason Hall in the 3. New
4
fast lap,
minutes
14.1. 21.508. 1 down, less than 4 to go. Mark, last lap, 14.7. 21.510. Rick Moore, 16.2. 18.508. And James Snyder, 18.2. 18.516. Jason Hall up into the second, new fast lap, 13.9 that time around. James Snyder, new fast lap in the 6th, 16 flat. And Vince in the 3, new fast lap, 14.2 that time around. And we're coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go.
3 minutes
And there
left.
it is, 3 on the clock. It is Billy Easton right now, 22.509 pace. Jason Hall, 21.503. Vince, 21.507. Vince, 4 seconds off the second spot. And Mark now up into the 3. Vince down into 4. Mark is 2 seconds off the second, 2 seconds off the second spot. Vince McMahon right now is 4 seconds off 3. Billy Easton, new fast lap of a 13.6. James Snyder, new fast lap, 15.4.
Two minutes left.
And right now we got less than 2 to go. So Billy, new fast lap, 13.6. Rick Moore in the 5, new fast lap, 15.4. James Snyder, new fast lap, 15.4. Jason Hall, last lap was a 13.9. Mark, 14.6. Vince, 14.9. Guys, you got to watch your corners. Billy Easton, 22.506 pace. Mark, 21.511. Vince, 21.514. Mark, 25.01. Rick, 18.510. And James Snyder,
1 minute
17.506.
left.
And right now we got one less than 1 to go. Yellow is on. Billy Easton, new fast lap, 13.4. Mark Van Neersen in the 3, new fast lap, 14.1. Twenty seconds to go. It's still Billy, Vince, Mark, Jason Hall, Rick, and James Snyder. Mark 1 second off second. And Jason Hall is 6 seconds off third. Mark Van Neersen in the second, new fast lap, 14.1.
The race is
Race
over.
is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Bill Easton, you're done. Mark Van Eersen, you're done. Rick Moore, you're done. Vince McMahon, you're done. Jason Hall, done. Everybody's done. Billy Easton takes to win. Sid Shirley TQ 22,508. Mark Van Eersen 21,512. And Jason Hall 21 and 514. Good race. Vince in the 4, Rick 5, and James Snyder on the 6. All right, guys, that's it for round number 1. It is 12:37. We're going to get going at 1 o'clock. Round 2 is at 1 o'clock. I'm going to put the practice counter on.
Sixteen point zero. 17.1. 15.5. 17.7. 15.7. 17.7.
All right, guys. Can someone come grab these sheets, the results from the round 1, please?
S- 21.2. 16.2. Thirty point five. 15.4, 16.0,
15.0,
15.4, 15.8, 16.7,
14.8,
20.2,
15.1,
15.7, 15.4, 15.8, 20.6, 16.3, 27.9, 17.0, 16.7, 17.6,
31.6,
15.3, 16.0, 17.7, 19.0, 16.5, 15.2, 15.9,
14.8,
17.1,
15.1,
17.5, 15.6, 18.3, $15.9, 30.6. 17.8. 16.3. 25.7.
14.3.
17. 18.7.
14.9.
50. 17.0.
14.2.
15.7. 15.2. 27.1.
14.3.
28. 17.3.
14.3.
29.4. 15. 16.0. 21.9. 22.5. 15.3. 16.2. 15.9. 16.2. 16.5. 16.0.
31.7. 31.0.
18.2. 16.3. 17.6. 28.1. 17.5. 16.0.
All right, guys, if somebody can go blow the track off, we're going to get going in 6 minutes. All right, guys, let's go into round number 2. Race 1 will be stock two-wheel drive buggy, and that will be Jim Anderson, Sean O'Hara, Mitch York, and Rich Sedantes. Race number 4, four-wheel drive mod. Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder, and I need a volunteer, please, for the staging area for turn marshaling. 3-minute clock is on.
3 minutes left. Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds
All
left.
right. Looks like my drivers are checked in, waiting for the rest. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, Billy's out there. Waiting for Mark Van Neersen.
1 minute left.
Yep, waiting for Mark Van Neersen. And can I get a volunteer for the staging area, please?
45 seconds left.
All right, I'll just call somebody. Let's use Eric Netzel this race. Eric Netzel.
$30 seconds left.
Staging area, buddy. Yep, over there, staging area. Yep. All right,
15
guys, thank
seconds
you.
left.
Race number 1 of 4, round number 2 of qualifying. Rich Sedantes took the early TQ, round number 1, last round, 19.508, so that's the time to beat. Running order here, it's going to be Rich, Jim, Mitch, and Sean O'Hara. And here we go. Rich, you're on the horn in less than 5. Jim Anderson. Mitch York. And Sean O'Hara. Everybody is off. Remember, time to beat is 15.508. Once you guys hit a couple laps, I'll go in the race order. And we're getting closer to the 1 down, 4 to go. And there it is, 1 down, 4 to go. Rich Sedantes right now, your leader. 25.0. Now Jim Anderson, your leader, 25.08. Rich, 25.10. Rich, 2 seconds off the leader. Mitch, 19, and now Sean O'Hara in third, 19.506. Mitch in four, 19.509. Jim, Rich, and Sean O'Hara right now are all on TQ pace. Jim Anderson last lot 15.2. Rich 16 flat. Sean O'Hara 15.8. And Mitch York 17 flat. And right now, we got 3:15 on the clock. Sean O'Hara, new fast slot, 15.8.
Three minutes left.
And right now, we got 2:30 to go. It is Rich right now on a 25.11 pace. Jim Anderson second, 19.5 flat. Sean O'Hara, 19.515. And Mitch, 17.5 flat. Rich, last slot, 15.8. Jim Anderson, 15.1. Sean O'Hara, 19.6. And Mitch York, 21.2.
Two minutes left.
No, I don't. Then it's going to take everything I have for. You had to go get change for me. $1:30 on the clock. Up next is race 2. Mod 2-wheel drive buggy. Kyle Paquette, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Justin Jones, and James Tate. You're up next. And 1:15. Jim Anderson was your leader. Now Rich took it right back. 25-13. Jim Anderson just 1 second off the lead. Sean O'Hara, 18.512 in the 3, and Mitch, 18.516 in the 4. Mitch, 4 seconds off third.
1
One to
minute
go,
left.
1 to go. And 35 seconds on the clock. Rich right now is just 6 seconds off the leader. Jim Anderson, your leader, last lot 15.5. Rich 17.5. Sean O'Hara 16.2 and Mitch York 15.8. Mitch York, new fast slot 15.5. 15 seconds.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you done. Jim, Rich, you're done. Track is hot. Mitch, you're done. And everybody's done. Jim Anderson takes the win, sets the new TQ 19.502. Rich, 1 second off, 19.503. Sean O'Hara, 18.513, and Mitch, 17.507. All right. Race number 2 of 4. Round 2. This is Mod 2-wheel drive buggy.
2 minutes 30
I'm
seconds
going to
left.
need a volunteer turn marshal for this one also. Actually, I'm going to need 2 volunteer turn marshals. And let's use somebody in race number 4. So I'm going to use Rick Moore, and then let's use another one. Let's use Ron Tomlinson.
2
So Ron
minutes
Tomlinson
left.
and Rick Moore. I'll use you two.
Ninety seconds left.
Thank you, James. All right, so I just need 1 volunteer for the staging area, please.
75 seconds left.
All right, my drivers are checked in. They're all gridded up. Running order, Mark, Craig. I still need a volunteer, guys, in that
minute
staging area. My drivers are Mark. Running orders, Mark, Craig, Vince, Justin Jones, James Tate, and Kyle Paquette. So as soon as we get a turn marshal for the staging area, we'll get going.
45 seconds left.
Come on, guys.
30 seconds left.
Thank you. All right, guys, I can't call for volunteers. When I call for volunteers and I call people, I expect, come on, help me out, guys. I know who's my people helping out, and I know who's not. So, here we go. Race number 2 of 4. All right, 2 of 4, round 2. Time to beat is 25 flat, set by Mark Van Neersen in round 1. So that's the time to beat. All right, Mark, you're on the horn in less than 5. Craig, Vince, Justin, James, and Kyle. And we're off. Race 2 of 4, round number 2. Time to beat is 25 flat, set by Mark Van Neersen in round 1. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order.
Four minutes left.
And right now we got 1 down, less than 4 to go. And right now it is Kyle Paquette, your leader, 21,506. Mark Van Neersen, 21,512. Mark, right now, 6 seconds off the leader. Kyle Paquette, new fast lap, 14.4 that time around. Mark Van Neersen, new fast lap, 14.6. Justin Jones in the 3, 25.04. Craig Chin, 1 second off third, 25.05. James Tate, 25.11. And Vince, 19.511. Justin Jones in 3, new fast lap, 15 flat. Mark Van Neersen in the 2, new fast lap, 14.3. And right now, Mark now just 5 seconds off the lead. Kyle Paquette, new fast lap, 14.4.
3 minutes left.
And we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. James Tate in the 4 on a 25.12 pace. Justin Jones, 19.501. And Vince, 19.508. And right now it is Kyle and Mark battling right now for that spot for the lead in the new TQ. Plenty of time though in this race with 2:30 to go. Kyle Paquette, new fast lap, 14.3. Mark Van Eersen, 14.4 that time around. Mark right now just 4 seconds off the leader. Craig Chin up into 3, 25.04. And right now
left.
we're at the 2-minute mark. 2 to go, 2 to go. Up next is race number 3, and that is going to be Independent Stock Buggy. New fast lap for Craig Chin in the 3 spot, 14.8 that time around. Kyle Paquette, new fast lap, 14.2. Right now he's on the 21.506 pace. Mark Van Eersen in the 2, last lap, 14.9. He's on a 21.512 pace. He is 6 seconds off the leader. Craig Chin, 25.04 in the 3. Justin Jones in the 4, new fast lap, that time around, 14.8. On a 19.502
1 minute
pace.
left.
1 to go. Minute left in this race. You're going to make podium, watch. I'm telling you. 30 seconds to go. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It still is Kyle, Mark, Craig, Justin Jones, Vince McMahon, James Tate. That is the order. Mark Van Eersen, 5 seconds off the lead. Craig Chin, 25.05 in the 3. Justin Jones, 5 seconds off the 3 spot. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Craig Chin, you're done. Vince, you're done. Mark Van Eersen, done. James Tate, Kyle Paquette, and everybody's done. Kyle Paquette takes the win, sets the new TQ, 21.505. Mark Van Eersen, 21.511. Craig Chin, 25.04. Justin Jones in the 4. Vince in the 5. James Tate in the 6. All right, we got plenty of drivers from this race. I need for you guys to be turn marshals in every spot.
3 minutes left. Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. 90 seconds left. "75 seconds left. "1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
All right. They also need a 1 minute's grace for Ron. So I'm gonna put a 1 minute, 1 minute on the clock.
"75 seconds left. "1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds left.
All right. Is Ron gonna
10
make it?
seconds left. Less than 5 seconds.
All right. All right. Running order is going to be Robert Netzel, Braden Moore, Eric Netzel, Rob Tomlinson, and Steve Downey. All right, here we go. Race number 3 of 4, round 2. Time to beat is 19.511. That's time to beat. Robert Netzel, you are on the horn in less than 5. Braden Moore. Eric Netzel. Ron Tomlinson. Whoa. Steve Downey. Might have been a transformer. And we're off. Race 3 of 4. Round number 2 of qualifying. Race 3. Remember, time to beat is 19.511.
Four minutes left.
You have cash out? .345 to go. Eric Netzel right now is your leader, 18.506. Robert, 18.512. Braden Moore, 18.512. Steve Downey, 16.507. And Ron, 12.512. That is the running order right now. Eric, last lap 16.9. Braden Moore 16.9. Robert 19.6. Steve 17.7. And Ron 31 flat.
Three minutes left.
Okay. 2:35 to go. Braden Moore right now, your leader now. New fast lap 15.9. He's on an 18.509 pace. Robert Netzel 18.511. Eric 18.511. Steve Downey 17.513. And Ron 12.521.
Two minutes left.
And Robert, and new fast lap for Eric 15.9 that time around. To Ron 21.1. Eric Netzel 15.8 that time around. And Eric, your leader, 18.506. Braden, 18.509. Braden, 5 seconds off the leader. Robert, 1 second off the second spot. Steve Downey, 16.501 in the 4. Ron, 12.501 in the 5. And we're coming up to the 1 minute mark. Up next is race number 4, last race of round number 1 of qualifying.
1 minute left.
1 to go. 1 to go. Open four-wheel drive. You're up next. $25 seconds. 15 seconds. 5 seconds.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Braden, Robert, you're done. Eric, done. And track is still hot, guys. Waiting for Steve and Ron. And everybody's done. Eric Netzel takes the win. Sets Shirley TQ 18.502, Braden 18.503, and Robert 18.505. Steve in the 4, Ron in the 5. Shop will be closed for the
3
next
minutes
10
left.
15 minutes. Shop is closed for 10 15 minutes.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. 2 minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left. One minute left.
All right, we got everybody checked in. Let's see. We 1, 2.
45 seconds left.
All right, let's see. 1, 2. I need one volunteer term marshal, guys.
30 seconds left.
Need a volunteer, guys. Need a volunteer by this by the driver's stand here, guys. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Running order is Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Jason Hall, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder. Time to beat is 22,508, set by Billy Easton from round 1. As soon as Mason's done what he's doing, then we'll get going. All right. Mason said go. All right. Here we go. Last race of round number 2. Billy Easton, you're on the horn in less than 5. Mark Van Neersen, Jason Hall, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, and James Snyder. And we're off. Race 4 of 4. Round number 2. Last race. Time to beat, remember, it's 22,508. And here we are, coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go. Billy Easton, your leader, 22.5 flat. Jason Hall, 21.505. Mark, 25.01. Vince McMahon, 25.08. Rick, 19.515. And James Snyder, 19.514. James Snyder in the 5. Rick Moore down in the 4, in the 6, I mean. Billy Easton, last lap, 15.2. Jason Hall, 14.5. Billy Easton with a new fast lap of a 13.5. He's on TQ pace right now. Jason Hall in second. New fast lap 14 flat. Mark Van Neersen, new fast lap 14.2. Vince 15.4. Rick Moore 15.9. And James Snyder 16.5. 3:20 on the clock.
Three minutes left.
And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. Still is Billy Easton, 22.507. He's 1 second off his TQ time from round 1. Jason Hall, 21.503 in the 2. Mark Van Neersen, 7 seconds off second, 21.510. Vince in the 4, new fast lap 14.7, 19.5 flat. Rick Moore, 15.4 in the 5. That's a new fast lap. 19.511 pace. James Snyder 18.502. New fast lap 15.2.
2 minutes left.
And right now we got 1:45 to go. Billy Easton, last lap, 13.6. Jason Hall, 14.5. Mark, 14.9. Vince, 15.2. Rick Moore, 17.2. And James Snyder, 15.7. Vince McMahon, new fast lap, that time around 14.6. Vince, new fast lap, 14.6. Rick Moore, new fast lap, 15.1. 1:15 to go.
One minute left.
One to go, guys. One to go. And 25 seconds to go. Mark in second. New fast slot, 13.9. Rick Moore now up into third. Billy Easton's out. Jason Hall is your leader. Oh, is Billy still out? And he's out. Jason Hall, last lap, 14 flat. Your leader.
The race
And
is
the race
over.
is over. Keep going until I tell you done. Jason Hall done. Everybody else, keep going. Mark, you're done. 13.9 for Mark Van Neersen that last lap. James Snyder's done. And everybody's done. Jason Hall takes the win, 21.502. Mark Van Neersen, 21.509. Rick Moore, 19.517. James Snyder, 18 and 510. All right, guys, that's it for round two. And it is right now, it is 1:40. Give you guys a, I'll tell you what. Give you guys a 30-minute break. So at 10 after 2, we'll go into round two, or out of mains, I'm sorry. I'm going to set up the mains right now. Hold on. Oh, great. Here. All right, guys. Can someone? I got the mains printed out right now. Can someone grab the results from round number 2 and the mains set up? Can someone come grab the sheets right here?
Hey, what were you?
15.8. 15.9.
Danny, come here.
$19.2. $18.4. $18.0. $16.6.
Danny, come here.
$24.0. $19.9. $17.5. $17.6. $17.2. $16.6. $16.2.
31.3.
$16.5. $27.4. 25.2, 27.9. 17.1, 21.2, 24.9. 15.9, 17.0, 30.8, 20.6, 18.2. 19.4, 17.5, 23.6, 17.1, 15.9,
31.9,
22.0, 26.2, 16.8, 22.0, 17.6, 17.8, 15.9, 17.4, 17.4, 17.7, 16.2, 18.6, 16.5, 16.7, 26.9, 15.7, 28.9, 25.6, 16.3,
14.2,
15.2, 20.3, 26.6, 18.7. 16.8. 16.6. 19.0. 16.2. 23.9. 15.9. Twenty-three, 21.1. $20.8.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, whatever. Boys and girls, whatever. It's showtime for the mains right now.
Three minutes left.
All right, that 3-minute clock is on. Race number 1. It's going to be Stock Buggy. Jim Anderson, Rich, Sean O'Hara, Mitch York. Drivers from race number 4, Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, James Snyder, and a volunteer term marshal. You guys are my term marshals?
2 minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left. One minute left. $45 seconds left.
All right, waiting for my term marshals to come on
30
out.
seconds left.
Drivers from race 4, come on, let's go.
$15 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
No, you shouldn't have to. They had drivers. Drivers from race
Less
4,
than
let's
5
go.
seconds.
Appreciate it, though, Dan. Where's the rest of my term marshals? One, two, three, four. All right, Billy's out there. Mark's out there. Vince is out there. Rick is out there. And I need one volunteer term marshal for the stage, or for this. I need one volunteer. Sure. Thank you. Got it. We got it. Thank you. All right. Right there, the blue bucket. Yeah. All right. Running order is Jim Anderson in that front spot because he's your top qualifier with a time of 19.502 in round 2. In the second spot, it is Rich. In the third spot, it is Sean O'Hara. And in the final spot, it is Mitch York. All right. Hey, Dan, I guess Billy's going to take that spot. Can you get that blue bucket down there? All right, here we go. Race 1 of 4 in our mains. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. What, you can't hear me? Oh, okay. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we are off in race 1 of 4 in our mains in this 6-minute race. And right there is Jim Anderson, Rich in the 2nd, Sean O'Hara in the 3, Mitch York in the 4, and Rich right there still in 2nd. And Sean O'Hara right there, right behind Rich Sudantes. And Sean coming off the double right there, a little hot. And Rich right there regaining, holding strong in that second spot. There he is in that yellow. Sean O'Hara in the all black in 3.
5 minutes left.
1 down, 5 to go. There's your leader in that white and orange. That's Jim Anderson. Mitch York in that green, orange, and white in 4. And Sean O'Hara right now, he is back 6 seconds now off the second spot. And then they go over to tabletop. There's Sean O'Hara just crossed the line. There's the leader right there across the line. Now he's making his way to the tabletop. And there he goes, now making his way to the double, Jim Anderson. ETQ'd in round 2, looking to take the win. And right now we're coming up to the 2 down, 4 to go.
4
And there
minutes
it is,
left.
4 on the clock, 4 on the clock. It still is Jim, Rich, Sean, and Mitch. Your leader just made his way over the tabletop, over the double now, and making his way up the hill and off the jump off. There he is coming down the back straight, crossing the line. Rich Sudantes in 2nd still. Sean O'Hara in 3. Mitch York in 4. No battle for position.
Three minutes left.
And right now we have 2:45 to go. It still is Jim, Rich, Sean O'Hara, and Mitch York. There is no battle for position as of right now. They're all pretty much set in their positions as of right now. Still plenty of time though in this race. And we have one upside down. Gator, and we're getting to the 2-minute mark.
Two minutes left.
There it is, 2 on the clock, 2 to go, 2 to go. Jim Anderson, what a big lead in this race. Rich Stoves is on lead lap, though. He is down 3/4 of a lap. Sean O'Hara still holding on 3, and Mitch York on 4. 1:30 to go. Up next is race 2, Mod 2-wheel drive. Kyle Paquette, Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, Vince McMahon, Justin Jones, and James Tate. And the leader got caught on the pipe there, but he got off. Sean O'Hara has an impressive 15.5 that last lap. We have less than one to go, So if you're going to make your move, do it now. Right now, Rich, 8 seconds off the leader. "30 seconds. "15 seconds.
The race is over.
Race is over. When you cross, you're done. Jim Anderson taking the TQ and win. 24 and 6 flight. Sean O'Hara, you're done. Taking 3. Rich Sudantes taking 2. And Mitch York in the 4. Jim Anderson in taking the win. Rich second. Sean O'Hara 3. Mitch York in 4. Mod 2-wheel drive, you're next.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, need a couple volunteer term marshals for this race, guys. Need 2 volunteers.
2 minutes left.
Mod 2-wheel drive right now. My term marshals are Jim Anderson, Rich, Sean O'Hara, Mitch York, and I need
90
2
seconds
volunteers.
left. "75 seconds left. One minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's get them gridded up. I need somebody down there in the back hill. I need somebody on that hill down there. Back hill, back hill. What about the shot? We got it. This is race 2 of. All right. Guys, hobby shop will be closed here in a minute. All right, guys, let's get them gridded up. In the very first spot, taking the TQ in round 2, 21,505, it is Kyle Paquette. In the second spot, it is Mark Van Neersen. In the 3 spot, Craig Chin. In the 4, Vince McMahon. In the 5, Justin Jones. And in that final spot, James Tate. All right, turn marshals are ready. Drivers are ready. Here we go. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we're off. Here we go. And our main stop mod 2-wheel drive buggy is off. And there they go, right there up the hill, down the back. There Kyle Paquette right there taking the lead with his new racing colors. Mark Van Neersen right there in the second, Craig Chin 3, Vince 4, Justin Jones in the 5, James Tate in the 6. And then they come down the back. Going, there they go, coming down. There's Kyle Paquette, your leader. And Craig Chin up into the 2, Mintz down in the 3, and Mark down in the 4. Justin Jones 5, James Tate in the 6. 1 coming up on that, 1 down, 5 to go. And there it is, 5 on the clock, 5 on the clock. And there's your battle right there for 2 and a battle for 3. As Craig Chin in 2 right there, he's trying to hold off Vince. And Vince trying to hold off Mark. Justin Jones in the 5, and James Tate in 6. And then they go over to tabletop, making their way to the double. And there they go, right there over that little single, now making their way up the hill. And Mark Van Neersen having some issues. Vince now moves up into the 2, putting Craig Chin down in the 3. Vince took that inside turn there, taking him on the inside. And there they go up the hill. And coming off the jump off and coming down the back straight. And there they go, crossing over the line. And Justin Jones right there in the 4, reeling them in. Reeling Craig in right there. There he is, coming up. He's about 3 seconds off.
4 minutes
and
left.
then they come down the back straight now. And Craig Chin now eats it right there. And now Justin Jones moves up into the 3 spot. .345 on the go, 3:45 on the clock. There's Vince McMahon up into the 2. Ooh, Justin Jones almost rolls it right there. And Craig Chin and Mark Van Neersen right there, right behind Justin Jones. And then they come crossing the line. Look at that. 3, 4, and 5. 3:15 to go. And Justin Jones now starting to reel in Vince in that second spot. And Justin Jones right now 5 seconds off Vince for the second spot. And Justin Jones now
minutes
got
left.
some breathing room in that 3 spot as Craig Chin and Mark Van Neersen fell off some. As they fell back in the time. 2:45 to go. And there's second place Vince right there with his red and classic checkerboard paint scheme. He's right there in the 2. There's Mark crossing the line, currently in the 5th spot. Vince just crossed the line, currently in 2. There's Justin Jones in that white, purple, and yellow in 3. Craig Chin in the red, orange, and green in 4. Mark Van Neersen, he's in that gray and black in 5. James Tate in the white and black in 6. And there's Craig Chin in 4, just crossed the line. There's James Tate,
2
just
minutes
crossed the line.
left.
And we got less than 2 to go. Up next, race 3. And that is independent stock. Robert Netzel, Eric Netzel, Braden Moore, Steve Downey, and Ron Tomlinson. Oh, we got a wreck right there. Guys, you got to get those cars. Get those cars. You're in a bad spot. $120 to go. $120 to go. Guys, Hobby Shop is closed.
1 minute
1 minute
left.
to go. 1 minute to go. Kyle Paquette right there still leading on. Justin Jones up in the 2. Vince in 3. And Craig Chin now up into the 3. Vince McMahon down into 4. And there's Vince just across the line there. 30 seconds on the clock. $15 seconds. Craig Chin right there trying to reel in Justin Jones. And there they go. Where is he? That's your leader, Kyle Paquette. There's Justin Jones and Craig Chin. Last lap. And there they go.
The race
Over the
is
tabletop.
over.
When you cross, you're done. Making their way to the double there. And there they go, making their way up the hill. And your winner is Kyle Paquette. And there comes Justin Jones and Craig Chin at the line. Justin Jones takes 2. Craig Chin 3. Vince McMahon 4. Mark Van Neersen 5. And James Tate in the 6. With Kyle Paquette taking the TQ and win. Good job.
Three minutes left.
Congratulations to Kyle Paquette for taking the TQ win. And the 1, 2, and 3 place. All right, race 3 of 4. Independent stock buggy. Term marshals are going to be
2 minutes 30 seconds left.
everybody. Term marshals are Kyle Paquette, Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, Vince McMahon, Justin Jones, and James Tate.
Two minutes left. $90 seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, where's my term
1 minute
marshals? You
left.
guys should already start to come out. You guys already should be already out there from that last race.
$45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, let's see. 1, 2. All right, let's see.
15 seconds left.
Hey, Craig. They got all that down there, all covered. So I need some more turn marshals up here. Kyle's over there. Vince, all right. All right, in that very first spot, taking the TQ in round one, 19-5-11, it is Robert Netzel. In that very first spot. In the second spot, it is Eric Netzel. In the 3, Braden Moore. In the 4, Steve Downey. And in the 5 spot, it is Ron Tomlinson. All right, looks like my drivers are ready. Turn marshals are ready. Looks like for Craig Chin to get back up here. Need you up. All right, race 3 of 4. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we are off. And there they go. There's Robert in the orange in the lead. Oh, upside down. They're both upside down. And let's see who took that lead right there. I think that's Braden Moore. I don't know who is that. That is, Steve Downey is right there, your leader. And Braden Moore in the black in 2. Robert Netzel in 3, Eric 4, and Ron Tomlinson into 5. And Robert Netzel now back in the lead. Braden Moore in 2. Eric Netzel in 3. Steve Downey in the 4. Steve Downey in 4. Ron Tomlinson in 5.
Four minutes left.
And right now we got 1 down, 5 on the clock. 1 down, 4 to go. 1 down, 4 to go. It is Robert, Braden, Eric, and Steve Downey and Ron. And there's Braden Moore right there. He's just right now, he is 5 seconds now off the leader. And Steve Downey up into the 3 spot. And right now we are coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go.
3 minutes left.
3 on the clock, 3 to go, 3 to go. It is Braden Moore, Robert Netzel, Steve Downey, Eric Netzel, and Ron Tomlinson. .245 to go. Steve Downey with a 16.9. .215 to go, 2:15 to go. There is no battle going on right now for position.
Two minutes left.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. 2 to go. And Braden Moore now right there, reeled in Robert Netzel. Braden Moore right there, right behind him. And there they go, right there, over the tabletop. Braden Moore right now 1 second back off the leader. And there they come down the back straight, now cross the line. .120 to go. Can Robert hold off Braden? And there they go, right there, across the line. And right there over the tabletop they go. There's Steve Downey right there in 3. And Eric right there, reeling them in. 1 to go, 1 to
minute
go. And Braden right there all over him. And then they go up over the table, over the double right there, now making their way up the hill. And there they go on the jump off now down the back straight. And then they go across the line. There's Robert and Braden. Braden right there all over them. 35 seconds to go. And there's Steve Downey right there in the 3. He's trying to hold off Eric Netzel. And and he crashes upside down. 5 seconds to go. It is Robert, Braden, and Steve.
race is
That's your
over.
3. Let's see what happens when they cross. This is the last lap, and Steve Downey takes the 3 spot. Told him he would be podium. I told him. And Robert Netzel taking the win and the TQ. Braden Moore taking 2, and Steve Downey taking 3. Hey, Steve. What did I say? Good job, guys. Good job. All right, last race. This is Mod 4-wheel drive. Last race of Superstar Saturdays Indoor Off-Road.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, my drivers are Robert Netzel, Eric Netzel, Braden Moore, Steve Downey, Ron Tomlinson. I need a volunteer, please.
2 minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, just waiting for, where's Eric Netzel? And I need a volunteer for the staging area also, guys.
1 minute left.
There you go, Robert. You get there right there in front of the driver's stand, Eric. Oh, he's just there filming. He's just there filming. He's just there filming. No, I need one there in front of the driver's stand, too.
45 seconds
And
left.
I also need one in the staging area. I need a volunteer. Thank you, Mitch. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get them gridded up. In that very first spot, taking the TQ in round 1, 22.508, it is Billy Easton in that very first spot. In the second spot, it is Jason Hall. In the 3 spot, Mark Van Neersen. In the 4th spot, Vince McMahon. In the 5 spot, Rick Moore. And in the final spot, James Snyder. All right. Here we go. Drivers are ready. Turn marshals are ready. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Feature the race. Here we go. Everyone on the horn. In less than 5. And we're off. And here we go. And there goes Billy, Jason, and Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, Rick Moore, and James Snyder. And then they come across the line. Team Serpent in the 1 and 2 spots. And we're getting closer to the 1 down, 5 to go. It's Billy Easton, Jason Hall, and Mark Van Neersen. That's the 1, 2, and 3 spots. And there's Jason Hall in 2.
5 minutes left.
There's Mark Van Neersen in 3. Rick Moore's in the 4 spot. Vince in the 5, and James Snyder in 6. Caution down the back straight. Jason Hall is your leader. Mark Van Neersen in 2. Billy down in the 3. Billy had a bad wreck right there down the back straight. And Billy now moves back up into the lead. And Jason Hall down in the 2. Mark Van Neersen right there in 3, right behind Billy. And there they go. And Bill. And Billy,
4 minutes
Jason, and
left.
Mark. Mark Van Neersen right now, he is down 5 seconds off the 2 spot. And there's your leader right there going over the tabletop. Jason Hall in 2 in the all pink. And there's your leader right there. Just crossed the line. He's going over the tabletop. And there's Jason Hall. He is not too far back off the leader. Oh, and Billy rolls it right there. And Jason Hall now in the lead. And we're getting closer to the halfway mark. And Jason Hall right there trying to
3
hold
minutes
off Billy.
left.
That's a hard thing to do right there. .245 to go. Jason Hall leading this thing on. Billy Easton in 2. Mark Van Neersen in 3. Vince McMahon in the 4. James Snyder in the 5. And Rick Moore out. And Jason just hold them off. Look at Team Serpent battling it out right there for that 1 and 2 spot. As Jason holding his line. 2:15 to go. And he takes the lead right back, right off the jump off. And Jason Hall now back down into 2.
2 minutes left.
And we have a race here, less than 2 to go. As Jason right there to go, down the back straight now. And Jason Hall 1.5 seconds off the leader behind Billy Easton. Mark Van Neersen holding strong in 3. And then they go then back down the jump off down the back straight and cross the line. 1:35 to go. And Jason, I mean, he's laying down the rubber. He is dialed in this race as he is giving Billy right there, making him nervous. 1:15 to go. And then they come down the back straight. And then they go, making their way to the tabletop and making their way to the double. And we're coming up to the 1 minute mark.
1 minute left.
1 to go. And Jason Hall, 3 seconds back off the leader. Oh, Billy now pulling away. 40 seconds to go. Billy Eason just pulled away in this one. It's Jason Hall in 2, Mark Van Neersen in 3. 30 seconds to go. As it looks like Team Serpent's going to wrap up the 1 and 2 spots. 20 seconds. There's Mark in 3. He just crossed the line. And there's Vince in the 4. 5 seconds. And Billy will get one more lap in.
The
Race is over. When you
over.
cross, you're done. And Mark Van Neersen done taking the 3 spot. Jason Hall taking 2. And there is Billy Eason taking the TQ and win. Billy Eason taking it. TQ and win. 27-6-11. Wow. Jason Hall, 26-6-05. Mark, 25-6-01. And Vince, 24-6-11. Good run. All right, guys, that's it for today's event. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And remember, we're going to do Oval tonight at race registration. We'll start at 5, racing at 6. Danny's going to come out and give out the awards, take the pictures. So I am going to need the top 3 in each class to come on out. So Stock Buggy, Jim Anderson, Rich, and Sean O'Hara, you can make your way to the podium. All right, guys, remember, Hobby Shop is closed. Andy's out there taking pictures. All right. So, Stock Buggy, Jim Anderson, Rich, and Sean O'Hara, make your way to the podium. All right. Where's Jim Anderson? He's still here? Jim's still here? No? All right, Jim Anderson and Rich left. So it's just Sean O'Hara on the podium. He took 3rd. All right, Mod 2-wheel drive buggy, Kyle Paquette. I'm sorry. Kyle Paquette, Justin Jones, and Craig Chin to the podium. All right, Kyle Paquette with the TQ and win. Justin Jones 2nd, and Craig Chin 3. So, Kyle Paquette, where's Justin Jones? Justin Jones. Come on, Justin. All right, there he is. All right. Independent Stock Buggy. Robert Netzel, Braden Moore, and Steve Downey. Make your way to the podium. All right. Robert Netzel with the TQ and win. Braden Moore, 2. And Steve Downey told him he was going to make podium. Takes 3. All right. 4-wheel drive buggy to featured event. Billy Easton, Jason Hall, and Mark Van Neersen to the podium. All right. Billy Easton with the TQ and win. Jason Hall, 2. And Mark Van Neersen, 3. Good job, guys. All right, guys, that's it. Does anybody want to take a look at the results? The results will be right here on the shelf, right here by the window. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Well, remember, week 2, Thursday night. We'll see you then for week 2 of the points. All right, guys. Remember, we're doing an oval tonight. Race registration will start at 5 o'clock. Racing will start at 6. The crew right now is getting the track ready for the oval so you guys can start practicing. And the oval guys are starting to show up. All right, thank you everybody for coming out for off-road. We'll see you then. We'll see you again at 5 o'clock tonight.